Change tanks.
Still says a 4 to 4.
Bloody hell, we're running out. Go on, feather it. Andy, I got my hands full. Get on the radio, will you?
Mary 4 from Able X-ray.
Able X-ray.
Our port engine shut down. Request emergency services stand by.
Sorry, Able X-ray can't oblige. We haven't any. Good luck, Able X-ray. Hope you make them one piece.
Right, you can shut her down now, Andy. Right, you lot, out. Come on, sharpish.
Lucky there was no fire.
Aye, you're telling me. Where is everyone?
You are on strike.
You what?
Well, the buggers had a strike meeting last night in the pitch dark, so as none of us could make out the ringleaders.
Strike? You mean bloody mutiny? Where's the duty crew? Right.
It's been brewing for months. The Erks are brassed out something rotten about the mob, and now they're out. Except for the cooks. The Erks don't intend to go hungry.
Why didn't we get a signal saying we couldn't expect any service in here?
Well, I can't see us putting out signals telling the world the RAF has mutinied, can you? They'll not even man the buzzers.
Bit bloody hot, isn't it? I just come in with a load of sprogs. On a Duffport engine. Now, suppose I'd pranged you, eh? I said I'd just come in on a Duffport engine. Right. On your feet. I said on your feet.
We don't have bullfly. Watch it! You're busting King's regulations. All right, lads. Chiefy's seen the light. Haven't you, Chiefy? Bit of temper, that's all. Oh, bloody Erks. If heads don't roll after this cock-up, I'd give 'em bloody strakes.
They have a case, Chiefy.
Not for mutiny, never for that. Come on, Charles.
Oh, chap. I'm going to take off in the morning. I need to get some kip. Can you manage?
Yeah, go and get your head down.
I tell you, I feel sorry for the poor sods, but compassion does have its limits.
Can't blame the poor bastards. Can you imagine being stationed there?
No, thanks. Won't see me on the curry run again. Germany. That's the place to be. Blokes are making a fortune. On the fiddle.
Thank you. And tell him I'll see him tomorrow. Goodbye.
All right, Eric? No problems?
Some British field security police, that's all. They were after war criminals. Well, they saw my identity pass and this, and they went away. Didn't even come inside.
Price is falling. But we can't get it all over right away. Or in the next couple of weeks, that's for sure. London End doesn't have our problems. Right, Dickie. Okay, Reggie, old sport, old thing. WBS canteen, usual time. Don't be late.
I can't abide those Control Commission creeps. They're supposed to be looking after everybody's interest. All they do is look after their own. They're bloody spivs in red tape.
Yeah, we can't run the old right, can we, Dickie? I mean, everybody's at it now. Look what we shift.
Anyway, what's his news?
London can't wait to get hold of that lot.
Well, they may have to. I know it's inconvenient, Arthur. It's these odd bits and pieces I happen to fly for the RAF that take up the time.
You're too conscientious, my son. But those I've got to get over as soon as possible. London market's dropped off now the Yanks are taking them over legit from the gift shops. He reckons we pay for the nose for that lot.
A Leica for 20 Woodbines was never meant to last.
True.
There should be £6,000.
And very nice, too. Reggie has it on the grapevine. The Whitehall's putting geniuses to work against us.
It's going a bit far, isn't it?
No, we're not interested in Erks selling naffy cigarettes for fistfuls of marks. It's costing the exchequer millions changing them back into sterling, but that's a problem for the government. No, the chappies we're interested in are involved in far more ambitious forms of crime. And they're getting free transport from the RAF. Take Dusseldorf. A Luftwaffe hangar crammed with paintings and furniture looted from France by the retreating German troops. It was collected together by a wing commander with some army chums. Outside Hanover, 3 pilots of fighter command were paid to smuggle sterling and dollars into Germany on a considerable scale. It was a joint operation with some American officers stationed in Frankfurt. Oh, it's messy. And unless we clear up this mess ourselves, we're going to have this damn government poking about. I want these chaps frightened, stamped on, and stopped before they do any more damage to the RAF. Now, that means it's urgent. From now on, you're all off any other cases. Tomorrow, you fly to Hanover for a briefing. Now, any questions you may have, are better answered in Germany than by me. Thank you, gentlemen. You may go.
Thank you, sir.
Can I have a word, sir?
Yes, of course, Corporal. What's the problem?
I just started work on the Stalag 3 inquiry.
Yes, I know that.
And this takes precedence?
As far as you're concerned, yes. That's my decision.
In which case, I must say that I find the decision an extraordinary one, sir.
Do you? I'm sorry.
We are hunting for some German bastards who shot 50 RAF officers in cold blood. Suddenly, it seems a bit of smuggling is more important.
There are other officers on the Stalag 3 inquiry, and I've taken you off it because you're the right man for this particular problem.
Then I wish to register my protest, sir.
Oh, it will be noted. Look, Jeff. We all know the search for these Gestapo bastards is more important than anything, but that doesn't mean that SIP can ignore everything else. These are big-time smugglers picking at the bones of Germany. Now, that doesn't do any good for any of us. Not for the RAF. Not Britain. And that's all.
Mixture. Auto rich set. Pitch. 2550.
lieber da oben sein als hier unten, eh?
Come on now. That's not here to take you back.
Zach, I could be home in Hamburg in 3 hours.
You don't think we'll send you back in an airplane, do you, Johann?
It would be fairly, pleasant.
Come on. Get on with it.
Do you think they'll swallow it?
Swallow what?
Well, bad weather last time. Fuel gauge is this.
Will you stop fretting?
Well, I'm not. I'm just shitting bricks.
This is all yours.
All right. They're sending a couple of instrument bashers. Should take them about 25 minutes.
Would you believe it? Bloody things are all right again. Damn, they're drawing up. Right. We're away.
Couple of pints of bitter, please, love.
Yeah, some of my POWs thought I'd come to take them to Germany.
Engine trouble, I reckon.
Well, what was a truck doing there then?
Truck? What truck?
I don't think this one's going to lead us anywhere, sir. Small fry. Nobody behind it.
Still one less. Right, get those two over to the guard room.
That's Marlowe there, sir.
Hey, Dickie. Looks as if they caught some poor bugger there with an illegal box of chocolates.
Oh, yes. Marlowe.
Another off-route landing. East Anglia.
Thank you, Sergeant.
What?
Squadron Leader Marlowe.
Yes?
You made an unscheduled landing in the UK yesterday.
Yes.
At an unmanned satellite field in East Anglia. Reported by the local bobby.
Really? How splendid.
You reported problems with your fuel gauges.
That's right.
You radioed for the mechanics, but when they arrived, you'd taken off again.
Oh, she'd sorted herself out by then. Funny ladies, Dakota's very temperamental. Probably something I said made her sulk. You know how it is with women. Sorry if we caused a fuss.
I want an answer, Marlowe, not a lot of precious pilot's chat.
You haven't asked me a question.
What would be the point? I wouldn't expect to hear the truth from you or any member of your crew.
Must be very frustrating being a chocolate policeman. Why don't you do something serious with your life and go and look for a few chocolate war criminals? There must be something useful you can do.
I'll have that one. I'll have him bound and gagged and served up on a plate.
Bloody warmer down here.
You can always volunteer for the curry run again if you're missing your suntan.
I don't think I'm bothered.
Stop belly aching. Where are the lads?
Following the smell is the bacon of the eggs, I should imagine.
Oi! Oi! Give us a lift back, will you?
Okay.
Great.
Right, lads. Papers.
Flight Sergeant Barnes.
Tiny Ruskin.
Looking for a job in W.H. Smith, are you?
How are you, Tiny?
Hello, Phil. Andy Gray, Phil
Andy.
Barnes. Phil.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I thought we'd take a quick shove to you at the Cushy number brigade.
What, posted here or what?
Oh, easy lucky nerves. Just a one-off trip, spit mozzie spares.
Well, that's all.
We're novices, mate. Mugs on the Older Grove run with nothing but legit load.
Yeah.
Come on, let's have some cornflakes and fill us in on the gold rush.
Good idea.
All about the United Nations. Not a word about slowness of demob.
One can sympathize with the poor Urks down the Gulf of the Coriand.
Yes, but a lot of us voted the way we did last year because they were saying Churchill would be reluctant to demob us.
Well, the way the Russians are sulking around this blighted land aptly might be excused for not exactly rushing things. How are you, Trev? I get my name down for one of those long weekend skiing parties.
Hey, survival training skipper. That's it, mountaineer. Nothing like you to clear the brain. Find you know, there's old
Morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. Carry on, please.
You know, there's altogether too much binding about the demob. They'll be queuing to get back in again when they feel the pinch back home.
Yeah.
Look, don't blame me if this country is one bloody great black market. Thanks, sir. It's part of the Jerry's penance.
A few Jack on fire, please.
Anybody who's not looking after number one at the moment must be a bit sort of, you know what I mean?
Well, hey, bloody war's over, so it's all change and pen for number one. Well, they're criticising. I'm in the mob group 38. That's a few months off, and I think I need to spend them pissing about over the peacogs.
What, you can't fix it? Why don't you have a chunder with my skipper, then? You and him were once on the same squadron. Dickie Marlowe.
He's a rate fixer. You still with him, then?
Yeah. Hey, Airline. May a coffee, bitte. Danke. So tell me, Tiny, what did you bring in?
Well, I told you, spares.
What, no sterling?
Sterling?
Like you said, we're offers.
We stuck a bit of coffee and a few fags aboard, in case a few lollies and likers will lure you to magpies, but we're not sure where the market is.
Hanover, cellar, Hamburg if you've got the time. Be careful. Things are getting a bit tight. I was in Berlin last week.
Oh, wait a minute. Dickie?
Catch up with you later, Phil.
Flight Sergeant Ruskin.
God, I don't believe it. No. I'll tell you, it was Bryce Norton, 44. Well, hello, flight. But you're still not a warrant officer.
No, well, dropped a clanger or two.
Yeah, haven't we all? So you posted here?
No such luck, just come off the India run.
Oh, that's no joke, I gather. So what do you want now?
That's what I'd like to talk to you about.
I'll tell you what, why don't we have some lunch? I've got my own billet in the town. We can break open some hardtack and have a chat. It's 17 Hallestrasse, apartment 2. No. Hallestrasse.
I'll be there. Dinner. Alice Strasse?
Oh, lunch with Dickie, is it?
Report by Squadron Leader Birkin working with the Yanks.
Sir?
They have reason to believe that a collection of miscellaneous but valuable antiques, mainly furniture, accumulated by some American heroes and which suddenly vanished when they got the dogs out, may have found its way into this zone. They would like us to keep our eyes open.
Yes, that's all very well, but they could be anywhere, sir.
Indeed.
Thank you, Eric. Some nice pieces.
Yeah. I bought this mantel clock from some GIs who thought it was trash. It's gold plated. Beautiful Ampere. Oh, well, you know the good pieces. Here. It's Amulant. Louis XV. It's in the style of Gaudreau.
I might have known.
Who was here before, Goering? Oh, Herman wouldn't have had the taste, Jack. You know me. Never did like camp quarters. It's a sort of halfway house between here and City Street.
A halfway bloody palace. You rent this furnished must cost a bomb.
The contents are mine. I'm not cut out for austerity. I took one look at Stafford Cripps and wondered where all the fun went. I'm quite happy here, among the ruins we knocked about a bit.
So. Could fix me a post in here, could you?
What is your demob group?
38.
Yes. That makes it about May or June.
That's right.
Unless the Ruskies turn really nasty and the whole thing gets stopped. You know the buggers won't even look at us in the streets now.
Well, if there's another bloody war, they can fight without me. You lot can do it. But I wouldn't mind trundling a few cameras. It's better than miscellaneous spare parts to Ireland.
At least the only thing you get in Northern Ireland is wet.
Well, I'd rather get rich here.
Yes, Gerhard.
We are ready now, Herr Squadron Leader.
Thank you very much. Give us a couple of minutes, will you?
Well, you are on about something a touch more serious than a few pounds of coffee or packets of woodbines, hmm? Only half the air crews are bringing odd bits in. And the leave boats from Harwich are sinking under the weight of coffee and chocolates the Irks are stuffing in their kit.
It's more serious than that, sir.
Oh?
Twice in the last 3 weeks, Squadron Leader Marlowe has flown to UK and diverted to unmanned satellite stations with no customs and excise cover. The first time, he claimed problems with his VHF and bad weather. This time, he claims his fuel gauges went US.
Well, maybe they did. Has that occurred to you? You know, one of your problems is that you were never aircrew.
There's something else, sir. It would appear that Squadron Leader Marlowe is living in a style more appropriate to Ivan Novello than to an officer of his rank.
Yes, well, his father's a man of substance. You must have heard that.
I have heard it, sir. And if his father's supporting him, wouldn't that mean that Marlowe is flying sterling out of the UK illicitly?
Look, that restriction was
Squadron Leader Marlowe's father, sir.
What about it?
Is actually a bank manager at some small branch in Surrey.
Well, explain. They don't have captions.
That is where the squadron leader is living.
Who took those pictures?
I'd rather not say so.
If I ever find out who he is, I'll have him for breakfast.
So?
That's all. Yes, Trevor. We'll have a look at those signals now.
Yes, sir. Quite a few postings to the India run, sir.
See if you can find Dickie Marlowe. I'd like to give him the bad news personally.
Yes.
Well, have you thought about what you're going to do with yourself when they finally dump you in City Street?
For 4.5 years, all I thought about was getting through this lot. But now...
Have you had a word with those BOAC bods with a record like yours? They should snap you up.
Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, hasn't it? I haven't thought about it. I tell you this, if I stay in flying, it'll be for myself. Grab a couple of old transports and just trundle about here and there wherever the fancy takes me.
I knew government would never let you do that.
I don't see how they could stop me. To you, Jack.
To my posting here. Thanks for my dinner.
Pleasure.
What are the chances, then? Bill's due out soon, sea release. Leave you all in your crew. Could work out quite nicely.
I'll see what I can do, Jack.
We'll miss you here, Dickie. But Air Ministry has the wind up about the state of discipline in India. And one has a sneaking concern for those ORs out there. They've had a raw deal. And you have the consolation of knowing you'll be getting some of the poor sods home.
Indeed, sir.
You'll be rostered for a couple more ops, UK and return before you leave us. And we'll make amends with an appropriate farewell bash then.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Wonder if I might have a word.
Yes, Corp.
Spot a bother, Dickie, old son.
Yeah?
I assume you've noticed the SIB blokes asking a lot of questions about you.
Asking a lot of questions about everybody, Arthur.
Not like they're asking them about you. You made a bit of a mistake the other day, my son. needling Colville like that. He's taken a very special interest in you, and that could lead to me. So you're not flying anything out of here for a bit, all right?
Oh, come on, Arthur. Always got everything through before.
Don't give me that Bickles bit, Dickie. It's my neck I'm worried about. So you stay clean for the next week.
If you say so.
Only thing is, it's a special load needs getting out urgently. Very small, very valuable. Important customer waiting.
Be easy enough?
No, not you, Dickie. You stay clean. And no little jobs of your own. All I want from you is a name.
Flight Sergeant Ruskin?
Aye?
Got a box for you, Flight. Medical supplies.
I'm not carrying medical supplies.
Dickie Marlowe's compliments. Thought you might like to do him a little favour. It's a touch urgent.
Oh, here's a course, right.
Right. Yeah, were you going to put them on board or wait and have them checked over by the SIPs?
Gosh. What happens at the other end?
Well, that'll be taken care of, I suppose.
May I see the crew manifest for today, please, Corporal? Thank you. Well, Sergeant, what do you think?
Perhaps we can do a random check, sir.
Yes. Let's see if we can find some old tables and chairs, shall we?
Sir.
Hello, Chief, please. I'll have to check your kit. And I'm afraid, gentlemen, there will have to be a personal body search.
Ooh. Bit taters out here for that, old son. Tell you what, give us a clue what you're looking for, and perhaps we can all help you find it. No? Suit yourself.
Okay, lads.
Set.
Case complete.
Right.
Okay, green light.
Follow me through, Andy.
I think I'm bored. So when's the court-martial, Sherlock? All this for 2 bloody Likers and a piggy bank? Just a minute. You and your crowbar gang have made this into an unsafe load. And I'm not going to fly it until you've made it safe again. Cup of tea, chaps?
Right, outside airskip.
Goodbye, Germany. Think we missed out there, Tiny?
Maybe.
Word is he's in deep.
Who?
Dickie Marlowe.
Oh,
Is that what you want, Tiny?
I know what I don't want. That's to end up back on a lathe, turning out bloody nuts and bolts. I want to come out of this lot with a bit more.
Well, anyway, 7 days leave. Bloody marvellous. You go out the garden, see your girlfriend.
Mind your own business. Son?
Just called to pick up some medical supplies. Friend of Dickie's.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I'll get it. Got it well organised, hasn't he?
Well, it's not the sort of stuff one would like to fall into anyone's hands, is it?
No, no, it isn't.
Yes, well, thanks for your help, old boy. All the best, Stu. Haven't you got the beers in yet?
You're going to need one.
What's up?
We have our leave, and it's back to bloody India.
Not me. You'll be doing it with a new skipper.
So, what brings you to this palace of intrigue, Dickie? I see you've been posted to the curry run.
Yes, sir.
You don't like the posting?
Couldn't stand the flies, sir.
No other reason? Compassionate, that sort of thing?
My grounds are purely selfish, sir.
Cheers, Dickie.
Cheers.
I wouldn't say no to Germany myself, from all I hear. And I remember when I left the squadron and came here to fly an Air Ministry desk, telling you to look me up if ever you needed help.
I'd not have reminded you, sir.
I'm sure you wouldn't. Well, I don't suppose that the repatriation of Mountbatten's forces in Southeast Asia will suffer irretrievably if you remain in Germany, which is what I assume you prefer.
Maschine kommen? Aus England.
Home again?
Yes! It's Jack Ruskin here. I'm calling from England.
Jack, yes, hello, Jack.
The thing is, I'm being posted back on the bloody curry run.
Don't worry, Jack. I'm doing my best. I'll be in touch.
Hang on.
I can't stop now.
Well, Mr. Fix-It, you've done it again. You should have been up to your ears in elephants by now.
Could still happen, Arthur.
Post India fur, I doubt it. Now listen, Dickie. We've got a problem. And this time it's a big one. The SIB are getting very close to me. If I don't get that warehouse cleared out, the buggers will be doing it for me.
Who's going to fly it for you, Arthur?
Jolly Jack Ruskin. He did very well with that load of jewellery. Reckon he's got a bottle for something bigger?
I'm sure he has, but I think your grapevine has let you down, Arthur. He's back on the curry run.
It's got to be you, then.
I thought you said I was too hot.
How hot do you think it is for me, my son? My bloody arse is burning.
Arthur, I do believe you're getting excited.
It's you, Dickie. And it's tomorrow.
All right. But you're going to be a bit pushed getting all that stuff crated up and into the base by tomorrow morning.
That's my problem. Yours is Colville.
Well, Arthur, it looks as though one of us is going to have to take a chance. Who's it going to be?
You.
Corporal! Morning, Jim. Everything okay?
Yes, Sarge. Some extras arrived at the last minute, but we managed to squeeze them in.
Authorised?
Oh, yeah, they're all signed for.
Who by?
Well, I'm not sure. They're from outside. you want me to check? They went to our bay, all right?
No, just make sure it's all written down properly.
Always do, Sarge.
Dickie! Sir!
Well,
hello, Biffo. Hello, Bill. You've got a minute, sir?
Yes, of course. I'll catch up with you, Phil. Yeah, OK. Well, I thought you'd be lying about somewhere, getting yourself a suntan.
Oh, I've got 7 days leave, so I just arrived from the UK to see you.
You could have saved yourself the trouble. We're just off there now. Come on.
Oh, I was just in time, then. So, what's happening?
What?
What about my future? Am I joining you?
Well, I'm going to see what I can do.
Huh? Well, I know you said you couldn't make any promises, but somehow I expected you to at least have got things started.
Give us a chance, old son. I'm doing my best.
I don't think you are. I don't think you give a bugger about anyone except yourself. Why don't you just come straight out with it and tell me to get stuffed? Then at least I know where I stand.
The temptation is almost irresistible. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a plane to fly.
I'm finishing.
Oh, yes, you have. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You want to get it straight? Well, let's get it straight. I am not your fairy godmother. I don't have a magic wand. Neither am I your bloody nursemaid, and the world does not revolve around you.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
I've said it before, and I will say it again for the last time. I am doing my best. Now, if you think you can improve on that, I'll give you a lift back to the UK now, and you can sort it out yourself.
Stuff your bloody lift. Sir.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yes,
sir.
I'm well aware of that, Sergeant. But I've been embarrassingly wrong already, and I can't afford to be wrong again. Otherwise, someone will start screaming victimization, and I'll end up guarding petrol in Benbecula.
Perhaps that's what Marlowe's counting on, sir.
You may be right, Sergeant. Wish I bloody knew.
Big load, Skip.
Happy landings.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks a lot. Hey, Dickie, the corporal said the SIB were showing an interest in this lot.
Imagine. Why's all the big stuff at the back?
Well, apparently it arrived last. Let's shove the other gear forward to make room for it. Problems?
Well, it's not very tidy, is it?
Well, if these crates are as heavy as they look, we'll never get off the ground.
You could be right, Phil. Get the loaders back. Let's have it shifted.
What do you mean it's dangerous? The bastards will have someone for this. They don't give a bugger. They've no right loading aircraft in a dangerous manner.
Phil, give it a miss. We don't want any excitement. Just get it shifted.
But that's beside the point, Skipper. I mean, if they can't even get an aircraft loaded...
Phil! Yeah, but I said! Now do it! Do it before I lose my temper!
Yeah, all right. If you say so, Skipper. If you say... I mean, if you say so. I still think someone wouldn't get a rocket for this.
Stand still! Come back, come inside.
You just told me to go get the load.
Inside!
Well, what's the problem? Christ! This stuff here, Dickie, what is it?
It's about 10 years in the glass house.
Are we going to have a go, sir? We, Sergeant? To be my head on a plate, not yours.
Yes, sir.
I didn't want this job. I don't like this job, and I don't like being made a fool of. But most of all, I don't like the cocky bastard in that plane. Nothing seems to be happening, sir. There's still time. He's provoking me. He wants me to step inside that plane.
Hey, they're coming over.
Now let's get the hell out of here. Do the checks, Phil.
We can't. You said yourself she's dangerously loaded. We'll never get off the ground.
You said that, not me. Come on, Phil. We've done it before. We'll do it again. Well, what do you fancy? 10 years in the nick or a sporting chance? Come on, let's go!
Yeah. You all right? I'll do the checks.
Come on, Phil! You'll be arrested for loitering. Coming aboard, gentlemen? Anything we can show you?
That's just what you want me to think, isn't it? Perhaps another time, old boy.
Suit yourself.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
All right.
You must be joking.
Let's go.
Jesus. That load.
Ja, willkommen.
Christ, I thought we were going by road for a minute.
Undercut up. Up!
Won't budge! Shit! I left the pins in! Float! No!
Present. Fire.
BOAC, Ruskin.
What's the best way to stay in plan?
They do have the cream of the rap to go for, you know.
Officers, you mean?
I didn't say that flight, did I?
No. But you implied it.
I doubt whether BOAC would be interested in pilots with chips on their shoulders. And, I see you're a qualified flight engineer,
And before you joined, you were in the aircraft industry.
Right.
Well, you could return to it. Or to ground crew at BOEC, one supposes. I mean, qualified artisans are in demand on the Civvy Street.
Qualified artisans? I don't want to be a qualified artisan. I just want to stay flying.
It is possible. Yes. Thank you, Baxter. It's possible that it's possible that the RAF will be presently asking certain pilots, especially those in Transport Command, to consider staying on a bit.
Well, I'm not staying in this lot.
This lot?
Well, this lot.
Well, airline pilots have to be very, very balanced, Ruskin, very stable.
What do you want to be when you grow up, sir? Now, go on, I'm interested.
That'll be all flight, Sergeant. Has discipline gone out of fashion?
The war is over, sir.
Next week, at the same time, the battle for survival begins in Airline. That's at 8:30.